Fridays are awesome, and we're happy you're spending 10 minutes of your Friday to get updated on events from around the world. I'm Carl Azus for CNN 10. In China, debate is burning over what the country should do about coal. China is the world's largest consumer of coal. More than 60% of the nation's energy comes from the fossil fuel. But to generate that energy, coal has to be burned. And when it is, it gives off emissions like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, mercury, ash, and particulates, all of which can pollute the environment. And China has struggled for years with hazardous air pollution. The government launched a war on pollution a few years ago. It aimed to convert the nation's energy sources from coal to cleaner forms of energy like natural gas. But that comes at a cost. Coal is cheap. It's relatively inexpensive to mine, inexpensive to buy, inexpensive to burn. So weighing coal's impact on the environment against its impact on the consumer created a catch-22 for the government.
The winter in northern China doesn't care if you're poor. Doesn't care that Wang Yimin is 75, has heart problems, is partially paralyzed. The harsh air is relentless, and in the depths of poverty, coal is his only way to fight back. Coal is so dirty, leaves black soot all over, he says. So one shovelful at a time, he feeds a furnace next to his bed. Not ideal, but it's the only kind of heat he can afford, which is why the government ban on coal was so brutal. I had to burn it secretly, he says. How else could we survive? Coal is cheap, and the primary heat source here, where many household incomes are as little as a few dollars a day. But burning coal is also a major reason why the air here can look like this, a Mad Max-style hellscape, eye-burning air pollution so thick you can taste it. So in October 2017, the Hubei province government banned residential coal use. Instead, they hastily installed these yellow pipes, meant to carry cleaner natural gas to people's homes.
But what homeowners are telling us is that buying that natural gas to heat their homes would be way more expensive than using coal, and in most cases, it would be completely unaffordable.
But even if you had enough money to buy natural gas, supply shortages meant that a lot of these pipes are empty. People were freezing, coal was still being burned, and the public backlash was fierce, unusual in communist China. So Beijing took notice. The ban on burning coal was lifted in December, but the effects have lingered. Mr. Wang's hands aren't usually clean, but they were during the ban because he wasn't allowed to sell coal anymore. He's back at it now, but business isn't good. People don't dare buy too much, he says. They fear coal could be banned again at any moment. Wang Yimin resents the choice that he was forced to make: follow the law or freeze. We are not being taken care of by the people in Beijing. They don't listen to us. The government says it's working on new, lasting solutions, but the winter won't wait while they figure things out. Matt Rivers, Hubei Province, China.
10-second trivia. Where would you most likely find an SoC? Smartphone, calendar, wharf, or analog watch? SoC is an abbreviation for System on a Chip, part of a smartphone that combines memory, graphics, a modem, and other components. 9 hours per day. That's how long American teenagers spend using media. Everything from TV to video games and books, music, and social media. And this is in their leisure time, what they choose to do for their enjoyment. It does not include any media they use for schoolwork. It's all according to Common Sense Media, a nonprofit group that examines the impact that technology can have on kids, parents, and teachers. And because the organization also says that 50% of American teenagers report feeling addicted to mobile devices, they've teamed up with another nonprofit called the Center for Humane Technology to examine the effects that all this tech is having on young people.
We've heard a lot about addiction and technology, but this is something a little bit larger that you guys are launching. So take me through it.
So we're launching a major new national campaign, The Truth About Tech. The point is to educate the public, opinion leaders, government officials, and the tech industry about the impact of technology on kids' brains and how this is affecting our society, both pro and con.
I've known you for many years, and you've been talking about this for a really long time. Take me back to when you first started thinking, okay, we've got to start paying attention to the impact of technology.
I started working on these issues in 2013. All of these companies are competing to get attention. They're not going to stop doing that. It's not enough that you use the product. I have to reach deeper down the brainstem, hook you, and create an unconscious habit or an addiction to hold on to that 30 minutes I currently own in your day if I'm Facebook or if I'm Snapchat.
When you look at the business model for these companies, they are built on getting us to pick up our phone more. We live in this attention economy. So can these tech companies really make changes without fundamentally shifting the way that their business works?
We're not predicting overnight success. This is a multi-year effort, and we're going inside the tech companies. And we believe that long-term, both from the bottom up with grassroots public support, but from the top down with intelligent legislative efforts, the combination can make fundamental change, explain the truth about tech, and make really positive solutions.
I think some simple things like right now, if you're listening to this, are turn off all notifications on your phones except for when a human being, a person, wants your attention. That's one simple change you can make today. Another one that has become very popular just recently is turning your phone into grayscale. I don't know if you can see that, but if you make your phone gray, it takes out all those chip-like slot machine rewards. It has a huge impact on feeling like your phone is more of a tool and less like an addictive substance.
Do you think we can put the genie back inside the bottle?
I don't think it's about putting it back in the bottle. It's about redesigning the genie to come out. I think this is game over unless we fix it. I think that we have to fix this because I actually think when you realize that every time you open up that blue Facebook icon, you just activated a supercomputer that's going to play chess against your mind to figure out what's the perfect thing I can show you. And it's only going to get better and better and better at doing that. And when you realize that you're bringing a knife, like millions of year old evolutionary hardware, up to bat against a supercomputer, you're going to lose.
Today's 10 out of 10 report goes to a rescue flight in the Democratic Republic of Congo that turned into a bonding experience between the pilot and a baby chimpanzee. Musa, the chimpanzee, was apparently orphaned by poachers, but while he was on a flight to a primate rescue and rehab center, he made a new friend. He was even allowed to adjust the throttle at one point. The pilot said the video looks cute, but that in an ideal world, the baby chimp would be with its mother. Still, his new home is with an organization that says its mission is to give the best possible care to orphaned primates. And conservationists there say the chimp appears to be in good spirits. Of course, if a pilot were to adopt an animal like that, he'd be a chimp off the old block. They could become prime mates. The animal's story might have started tragically, but all things considered, it had a happy landing. And it's where we touch down for the week on CNN 10. I'm Carl Azus. Thank you for being the best part of our show.